I have no idea what filter this is, but man, I'm loving the black and white. Takes me back to days when you didn't have color on TV. Took the curtains down in the back. I'm doing a lot of cleaning today. A lot of cleaning. Spring's around the corner. Looks like it's going to be cold again. Guess I'll have to turn the heat back on. But I'm Kitryn Marie. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri, an artist, writer, speaker, life, and a business coach. Sorry for the glare. How are you? How's your Sunday? How's the weather where you are? I got things I want to talk about. Overkill. How many times in how many different directions should a person send out an inquiry on trying to inquire about a job? How many inquiries? If something is listed on Craigslist and you respond to Craigslist and then you have another email address from a website, is it too much to double send so somebody knows that you're interested in what opportunity they have? Is that called being eager, or is it called overkill? Let me know. I want to know, because there's a gig out there that I have never seen anything more suited to my personality or my job skills. You know, I've got 30 years food and beverage. Can do it with my eyes closed, hands tied behind my back, in every area. I can get in the kitchen, which I don't want to do because I'd make everything an Italian restaurant. But I can run a kitchen crew. I can hire. I can fire, which I don't like to do, but I can. I can hostess. You know, I can wait tables. I can bartend. I can order, accounts payable, accounts receivable, order food, liquor, blah, 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 blah. 30 years. Can do event coordinating. I can run a crew like you would not believe. And I have no issue telling anybody no. I have no issue saying, don't even think about it, because it ain't going to happen. And that just comes from knowing what I want and how something should be run. Am I fun? I think I am. I think I have moments where I am hysterically funny. But you have to really get to know me to see that part of me. And if I don't think you're funny, you'll be able to see it on my face. And if I can't laugh with you, not at you, but with you, we have a failure to communicate here. You know, as a life coach, that's a crazy hair. I don't know what's going on there. As a life coach, communication is everything. And if you are repeating yourself, stating out loud the desired outcome that you want from results that you are putting in all the efforts in working to get to a place, and the other person that you were involved with refuses to entertain the thought of altering life, the way they do anything, when they know you are busting your ass to get to a different place. I don't conform. I don't. And I have a very difficult time looking at people and not analyzing what the hell is wrong with them. That just comes from years of learning psychology, being very aware of narcissistic behavior, dealing with alcoholics and alcoholism, in not only the things that I've studied, but the years I've had my hand in food and beverage. I'm very well aware of all the signs. Also, having a family that certain people were alcoholics, and as a child growing up, the things you learn to do to cope, the coping mechanisms that you need to acquire in order to survive the day, because you never know what was happening. You never knew if the shoe was going to drop. But again, as a life coach, having people, clients, customers, students, when I'm listening to them saying, I've been talking about getting to this place and doing all these things, and my person, he hears me. Really, I think it goes in one ear and out the other. And in the amount of time that we have been together, there has been no expansion in dialogue, in action, in effort, in intimacy, in conversation, in participating in shared life. I've seen no effort towards those things. So the person is saying, I'm beating my head against a wall, trying to have somebody else visualize and entertain what life would be like on another side. As a life coach, you can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do, especially when fear runs their whole life, especially when the other person only knows how to conform and only knows how to abide by rules because they are not a decision maker, and it is uncomfortable for them to make decisions on their own because they are not risk takers. And in order for change and effort and different actions, there is a accumulated risk that needs to be acted upon. Risk, change. It's just what happens. And when you have one person who is adventurous and willing to experience new things and having, I won't say having the need to live by the seat of their pants, but learning to adapt in all situations when another person refuses to adapt to anything other than what they already know. And that causes huge relationship issues. I kind of sit back. There's a couple different women who I've spoken to where they know their guy's past. They know the numerous amount of people, other women, who have lived in that household, and the guy that keeps having all these women move in thinking that somebody eventually is going to conform to his bad behavior, his alcoholism, his drug addiction, him not coming home, him not participating financially in the relationship. And these girls, they're sitting back looking at their guy, knowing what they know, but yet they are thinking they are going to be the one to change him. And he's all of a sudden going to want a family. All of a sudden, he's going to want to come home by 6 o'clock to have dinner on the table. All of a sudden, he's going to have an active role in grandchildren. He's going to have an active role and participate and encourage creative endeavors that they are having. And it just doesn't work like that. People don't change. They don't. So as I'm, mentoring and coaching these women through putting a vision board together, I am asking them, what are they expecting? What are they expecting from this person who has had multiple people move into his house, doing the same thing? And then in the other aspect, I have a couple of different women that are just saying, I'm busting my ass trying to get us to another place, and he won't budge. And it's unfortunate because life is very short, and you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do, and you just have to continue on your path and leave the person where you found them, because history repeats itself, and most people end up alone and miserable, unhealthy, and sick because they refuse to see a value in another way of living. But I am Kitryn Marie. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri, an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach. For today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for everything. Fate turns on a dime. Decide what side of the coin you want to be on. Take a risk. Do something different.